Rich Tehrani with TMC here. Thanks for watching. We're at Interrupt 2013. We're speaking with Brian from Solera Networks. Brian, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Rich. It's a pleasure to be here.
So I figure we start by talking a little bit about what your company does and any news.
Absolutely. So the name of our company is called Solera Networks. We're a big data security and analytics company. So what we do is we look at your network from a monitoring perspective to look at bad stuff coming in and look at the good stuff that might be leaking out.
Okay, and then what do you do at that point? You look at the stuff coming in, you look at the stuff leaking out, what happens?
Yeah, so we're in really a real-time / forensic mode. So we're not trying to prevent things. We want to integrate with your firewalls, your IPS, to do that deep packet inspection on all those packets, sometimes millions and millions of packets per second, traversing your data center and your ingress and egress points. We'll find something malicious, we'll help your investigators analyze it, and then you can update your IPSs and firewalls to prevent it in the future. We're all about post-prevention security.
Now, how big of a threat are we talking about here? What is the scale of attacks, malware, and other phishing type incidents that companies have to deal with?
Yeah, you know, over just the last year, the volume, velocity, and variety of attacks has just been exponential. We're seeing attacks from insiders, from nation states, as well as minor actors like cyber criminals, hacktivists, and even terrorist organizations. So the complexity of these attacks has gotten to the point where traditional preventative controls, they're just not working. And we truly believe that we're living in a post-prevention world, and we need to assume that the bad guys are going to get in, and then we need to take steps to mitigate them once they're inside.
So with traditional solutions, let's say that there's an attack and there's information stolen. A company needs to know, for example, if credit card numbers were taken, which credit card numbers were taken. Do you do anything to assist in that situation?
Absolutely, that's a great point. So consider this, you're a bank. You've got a database with 10,000 users on it. That's been hacked, it's been compromised, but you don't really have empirical evidence exactly what happened. With our solution, we can identify who did it, when did it happen, what did they access, and say, yeah, you know, there was 10,000 users on that database, but they only got access to one table that had 10 users on it, really limiting the risk, reducing your cost, reducing your operational downtime.
I know that I've been a victim at least once of a credit card company telling me that my credit card number may have been compromised, and they sent me a new credit card, and it was inconvenient for me because I had to update all my e-commerce sites and everything else that I use that credit card with, and I was a little frustrated that it may have been stolen, and yet I had to go through the inconvenience. I guess they didn't know.
It's incredibly frustrating, both for the consumer and for the organizations. So to be able to get empirical evidence in a timely fashion and then take that data to enhance your security posture going forward, to improve your preventative controls, that's really the Holy Grail today. Because the bad guys are moving so quickly, we need to have a post-prevention capability that makes our preventative controls work better.
Now, you mentioned big data. I always think of cloud when I hear big data. Do you do anything in the cloud?
Absolutely. So our product actually operates as a VM, or software, or an appliance. We have a number of MSSPs and telcos that do leverage us in the cloud for monitoring their customers and ensuring that, again, the things going into their network and out of their network are being monitored and analyzed. Essentially, we're like a video camera for the network. So on the cloud perspective, we're like a lot of video cameras for a lot of networks.
So what's the first step for a company to work with you? Are there any ways to put the foot in the water to try out your service?
Yeah, so if you just go to Solera.com, we actually have a 30-day trial and a lab edition version of our product absolutely free. So a lot of universities and organizations like to use our lab edition for small bits of analytics, but you can go ahead and get a feel for our product, how it integrates with major SIEMs and firewalls and IPSs, and really get a feel for how this can enhance your incident response and your real-time analytics program.
Fantastic. Anything else we should know?
Hey, we're just happy to be here at Interop. We're very happy that we are a Best of Interop finalists this year, and a great crowd, and we're going to be back here next year as well.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Rich.